Like a lot of the ones you get, I don't get, but I got this one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, some of them you just about need a lawyer to figure out. We just about need to go to Shelby to read the ordinance to us, so
Can you
we
explain
can
this to
understand
me?
it. Some of them are worded kind of funny. Yeah. He stepped out, to smoke a cigarette. I guess he's just right out that door there. Larry, can you get the sign-in sheet for me? Thanks. Thank you, Larry. Huh? Do you know what he did?
I will. You know what that front was?
He said about 40 grand.
10 grand.
Yeah, he said he had,
Silver bill that person.
hit that lady right in the back end.
Really?
He's not a good driver.
Mm,
Shame.
I watch him move cars around back there all the time. I'm like,
It sounds really nice.
oh, Pat's a nice guy.
Anybody get hurt?
Like my brother, but I think he passed away. Did he?
Frank died 5 years ago or so.
Yeah. It's the guy who was given, Frank was told the story of the projects.
Huh?
Dave Morley,
Yeah, that's been over 3 weeks.
he heard that. The guy who's doing the job.
Well, they're waiting for the garage door company now.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
You ready to go? Yeah. Let's say pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty, justice, and all. Let's make a motion to accept last month's
Minutes.
meeting agenda
Minutes.
minutes.
I'll second.
Third,
It passes.
I read that.
Kyla, you want to get up and talk?
All right, so I sent y'all the driveway ordinance. Did you guys look it over?
We looked it
And
over. It
Are
looks
y'all
good.
good with it? Okay, so y'all will have to vote on that and
We'll vote on it.
okay, then I'll give Shelby a copy of this. Well, do you have this from the email?
Did I give you a copy of
I
it?
think I CC'd you on.
I printed some off.
Spoke with Brian on the 19th. He was actively having somebody do electrical work there, so we're waiting until the work's complete, and then we're supposed to get an electrical report, and then we'll move forward with that. I'll follow up with him again after this meeting. 729 State Street, sent a letter for the overgrown grass. Haven't heard anything, don't know, it looks fine. And then State Line Garage, y'all were going out there. Did you guys find anything? Were you?
I thought we was turning that over to the EPA. I
Yeah,
called
that's-
you about it, Rick.
yeah, that's something that the EPA, if we get out and start talking about it, stuff like that, then they're gonna come up with some ways to get around them, or they just, EPA or somebody needs to be notified,
Okay,
just,
fine.
Well, I thought so too, and then I called Rick and he said he had talked to you about it.
Okay,
And he said we'd be best turning it over to the EPA and let them come down and.
so it would be.
We're not really qualified to go in there and say, or have the authority to say, let's see your books on.
Yeah, I agree.
Who's you haven't recovered this material, who you haven't recovered. EPA or somebody that's federal
Okay,
or state,
so y'all,
they have the jurisdiction.
Yeah.
to do it.
yep, so we'll move forward with that and then. The interlocal, y'all signed it last time, but I don't have a copy of it. Do you guys have a copy of that? Or I can, you guys mind signing a fresh one today?
Yeah, so when they signed the signature page, but we didn't have it, like I didn't have the version that you brought.
Oh.
It's
I
finalized,
didn't have that.
so if they will re-sign it today, they've already voted on it, or we can do e-signature with everybody's. It's already been.
Yeah, y'all are good signing this. I'll scan it in. And then-
Okay.
Let me see what this is. Okay. There's that, y'all, and then I don't really have anything else besides the driveway ordinance unless there's anything you guys have concerns about.
We need to contact them.
That would be item, Indiana Department.
That was about air emission stuff, wasn't it?
All the chemicals, yeah. What's this for?
So you need, how did that go in the
Oh,
agreement?
yeah.
911.
Yeah, to-
Get pen, get.
Need a pin.
No, he got one. I didn't think
I
he
gotta
had one.
remember he signed it.
Turn the page, let me go in back.
But they never did it, they're hoping it's part of the name, but
Yes, yeah, I did.
so. For that.
You can give it to me, Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
I don't have to sign that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. Yeah, you do, clerk treasury. You gotta sign it, Larry.
For signing. This is for the,
Interlocal, yeah. Reese.
yeah, cause I never did get a copy, the signed copy, cause she said she didn't have the one of it. I knew that was too.
I don't have it attached to
Yeah.
that update agreement, so that's all that.
Y'all.
Either that or-
We'll have another one after the
Right.
first And the driveway. Y'all will have to vote on that.
That looks good. We'll vote on that now. I got 317 North State Street. It's 11 Motorsports. Me and Jason went down about 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? And we give him our ordinance on keeping the grass cut. Can't get over 8 inches. And not to blow grass out in the road. So we give it to him and he said he would take care of it. I think he mowed it one time. But it's way too tall again.
I can send them a letter.
Send him a letter. Thank you, Kyla.
And you also want me to check out the end of this road? All I have then. Yes.
That's all we have for you.
Thank you.
If you want to, meeting, show you the maps that right here, where it's split. That one's from 1999, is the one I have, and it shows the line is not in the middle of the road.
So like you told me, Larry, Drew Summy probably owns the street.
It looks like most of the trees would belong to him from when I looked at the map. Now, does it really matter? Because normally when a tree falls like that, your homeowners that
Takes
take
care of it.
care of that. Normally, unless you're cutting a tree down and you drop it on someone's house or something,
Yeah.
like a storm.
Well, Patty, you got anything to say? Brad?
No, sir.
I got a question. I drove by there a couple times this week, that apartment building right down the street. There's a couple mattresses, that oil drum, tires.
You sent him all the letter. What else would you do, but.
I have that on the side. Ooh, are the tires on the side or are they on, The tires on the other side.
I don't remember.
What about that alley right there behind his apartments? You have this. You have that big new pole barn, and then the alley right there, the apartments that Drew owns, they've got, you can't even get through the alley there. The back portion of it, he's got a big metal building, whoever owns that there.
Yeah, I didn't
Brought
get-
up,
I didn't
you
look-
Get through the alley.
I didn't go down that way.
I don't follow where she's,
Yeah, where you can sit right up, right in the alley.
I don't follow where you're talking about, Patty. Where's that at?
I don't think this, that they sell that alleyway off or give that alleyway away.
Oh, yeah.
Remember seeing it?
Yeah, that alley belongs to her. And I don't know who else bought, I think somebody, if you get on Beacon,
But that's not. our
Dearborn
property.
County. And she told me herself that they had bought that alley. This was 2-3 years ago, and she wanted to sell the alley back to West Harrison. And I told her, I said, well, we don't want that alley. So I think the guy that put the new pole barn up, if you look on Beacon, his name, and you look at where his border is, what he bought that alley. If you check it out, Beacon, Dearborn County.
The alley next to the chicken coop
It's rough.
on the other.
No, over on Maple Street.
Oh, maybe,
Yeah, Maple Street.
yeah.
That guy that put that new, he got burnt out. He had a woodworking place there and he got burned out. Well, he's put a real nice pole barn there. Well, the alley that runs in between his building and the other building that belongs to Barb, man, I did know her name.
Is it a paved alley?
Yeah, it's been paved, but it was bought off of her husband when he had a garage there.
So it's private property.
It's
not-
private
not an
property
alley.
now.
It's
No,
not
it
an
don't
alley.
belong to West Harrison.
It's not really an alley then.
Not anymore. So if he wants to put stuff there and block it,
But you can't tell it's not an alley. I mean, I could almost.
it used to be an alley, but it doesn't belong to West
Yeah.
Harrison.
Was it really an alley?
Used to
Was it
be.
someone's driveway?
No, it used to be an alley
The town sold him the property.
because Barb, what was her name?
But I mean, the town sold him the property?
Yeah, I don't see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you look at now,
Well,
this is crazy in West Harrison now. If you get on Beacon, Dearborn County, and you get it all, you get the addresses and what people own all over this place.
Yeah.
You will see that Hoosman, that owns this blue building right here, you will see that he owns that alley from the corner of where Railroad Avenue stops, right there at the corner of the building. He owns that alley all the way around till you take a left-hand turn and it turns into Bowles and then goes out to West Harrison Avenue. He owns that alley. So that alley over here that I didn't know
That's-
about,
Yeah, that was so.
that alley over here behind the liquor store, Jay Patel owns that, the guy that owns the liquor
Yeah.
store. He owns that alley. So evidently years ago, they sold alleys to people.
Or people owned the land and they just gave permission to put a road through it.
I
Right,
don't know.
that's probably more.
That could be too, but they own it.
It's theirs.
That's probably more.
If they own it, if they own it, it's theirs.
Yeah. I know it's crazy, but
The other
Okay,
thing, we need to look at the portion. 207, South State Street. We do one of them. I think you one of those stuff.
over here,
The stuff,
Yeah.
maybe if we.
is that the double blue building?
I'd have to dig out and where the motorcycle's at.
Yeah.
That's the next side now, Mr. Furniture.
It's pretty full all over.
Furniture.
It's pretty full all over.
Yeah. But he had someone just moved into, so that's probably.
Well, the guy who owns that building is the same one who owns one across the street, right? Yeah.
That's something we could.
Well, the main goal is to make West Harrison look halfway decent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, that's like blowing the grass out in the street, blowing it on the sidewalk. I mean, that's simple. Sweep that stuff up or blow it, you know?
Blow it.
And if it goes down in the gutters, it goes down into our storm sewer drains.
Yep.
And after a while, it plugs them up.
That's fine.
So nobody wants to talk, so.
Is she gonna, are you gonna write an ordinance with this? Or, I mean, but we're gonna do an ordinance, you already have one, or?
Have some to present today on dumping, but I don't have, so yeah, I think they vote to do that. So if you vote to approve what she's got, I'll formally, I have some ordinance to add to the book.
Patty, you want to look at this change now on the driveway? It's exactly what we wanted. Okay, let's take a vote on these driveway changes. Let's put it up for a vote.
I say yes.
No, we didn't do it yet. See, this was a change.
What's the change?
So you're voting to amend your minimum standards for a residential district. At section 4, your driveway requirements would be the following driveway requirements shall apply. Driveways and designated parking areas must be located 5 feet off the side of their property line. All driveway surfaces for the entirety of the driveway length must be comprised of asphalt or concrete. Designated parking areas must be comprised of dust-free materials only to include millings, gravel with tar, brick, asphalt, or concrete. All other surfaces must be approved by the West Harrison Town Council.
That's what we wanted. Thank you, Kyla.
So we got to vote on it.
Let's vote on it. Let's put this up for a vote. The new driveway change. You read it.
Yep.
And then she just read it to us, so,
I say yes.
yeah,
Yes.
it passes. So we're gonna put that as our ordinance. Patty, I was gonna give you a copy of this. I'll run you a copy.
Thank you, thank you.
Brad, you want a copy of it? If I can find it. Give him a copy of it too. And you can get all of West Harrison ordinances online. I'm pretty sure. I think they've been put online.
Done with everything else? Then
Yeah, if nobody else wants to say anything, how about you, Jason?
And today, under that, I have an ordinance on dumping and litter. To propose, basically.
Okay.
You want me to go?
Excuse me.
Well, nobody else wants to say anything, I guess.
if she's got.
Oh, you got some paperwork for us to sign?
This is dumping and littering ordinance that I drafted
Oh, that's right, that's right.
for you guys to review.
Okay, I forgot about that.
So, thought here is that we would just amend your chapter 51, which covers garbage and refuse currently. We would add 5115 through 5120. Which you currently don't have an ordinance with those numbers.
So this is very similar to Dearborn County's dumping and littering ordinance. I mean, a lot of the language is directly out of the county's language. I just kind of downsized it. I simplified it a little bit because we're a lot smaller than Dearborn County. So I can read this to you guys, or I can kind of give you the cliff notes. I feel like giving you the cliff notes is probably less, would be appreciated. So basically we want to prohibit dumping and littering, and we currently don't have an ordinance that specifically does that. So we define dumping, we define littering. Basically it's prohibited. It's pretty straightforward. The cleanup process would be, we would give them notice, kind of like with the grass cutting, you would probably do a letter, or a cleanup order, which is a letter. If they fail to comply within, the 30 days, 30 days is kind of like the longest you would give them. It can be less than that. So if they fail to comply, we can charge the cost of remedying the cleanup, the situation to the violator. For things like, I think it's Drew Fab's dumpster where we've told him to get cameras.
Yeah.
A big part of the enforceability of these sorts of things is you have to trace the actual dumping or littering back to the person who did it. So if Drew Fab didn't have cameras, they could be liable for not monitoring the dumpster. You could assess a fine against them. If they have cameras and they can say Joe down the street did it, then you can assess any fee of cleanup against Joe. This gives you the right to enforce it in court. That would be the Lawrenceburg City Court, just like any other ordinance violation. The penalties, the littering, is the minimum penalty is $50. And not more than 500. 500, I think, would be if there was an extreme, extreme situation.
That would be the worst offense, yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's deer season and you've got deer leftovers constantly out or whatever. Dumping would be, we copied what the county does, so it's not less than $250. So this is going to be a deviation from when I show you the basic fine schedule, how I redid that. The fine schedule says unless the ordinance specifically says something else, we're going to assume every ordinance violation in the town of West Harrison, the first offense is $50, and then it goes up every time. So this would be one of those. The dumping, the minimum is going to be $250, because I think the basis for that is if you're cleaning up stuff people have dumped, if the town is paying to abate that, you're going to probably need at least $250.
Yeah.
I would assume. So that's that.
When they pay a fine, can they just go down, they just would pay it?
Yes.
Through
So it would be like
Do they
any,
have to go to court though, because then you got court costs and all that stuff.
no, so it would be, they can admit and pay that way. We would have to, we kind of have to enforce it like any other ordinance violation. So they would also get court costs and stuff. But technically, anybody that these guys charge with an ordinance violation they're paying the court costs, and then they're paying the built-in fine. And that's something we could talk about, is raising the fines for everything. If you've got to, if you got to be sending me to court. It is a couple $100. So, there's that. This ordinance shall be enforced by the West Harrison Town Marshal or other enforcement officers as designated by the council. And then the town attorney shall prosecute violations upon a report from the enforcing officer. So, it's if you're giving them notice and they're not doing anything about it, you would file a violation, just like a traffic ticket, but it's an ordinance violation.
So they could choose to, if Jason wrote them up
Mhm.
like a regular traffic ticket.
Yes, they can admit and
They
pay.
could choose to pay it through the mail,
Yes,
or if they don't want to do that and they want to contest it, they can go down to a judge.
yeah, they can go to city court in front of Judge Johns.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes, court costs are included no matter what, because to even file it is gonna,
Yeah.
filing the ticket is a whole deal.
But they know that up front when they get the ticket.
They should, and that's part of why we need to go over the fine schedule, fine schedule as well. It's why I redid that to include everything. But I just want to make it clear, this is going to have a higher first time fine for the dumping violations than almost anything else in your code. Just because I'm assuming that's expensive.
We don't get too much dumping down here where
Yeah.
people just unload their pickup trucks just any place.
Not anymore.
No, not anymore.
Right.
Years ago, they.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can give that a look. We would need to post this, publish it. I think you guys normally. Okay, yeah. Yep,
Everybody sees it.
I just need them.
okay, I have a couple of copies, so I can give you this one, guys. That over, no changes you wanna make.
You need us to sign one of these, don't you?
We're not gonna sign it today. You have to post it. And it has to be published before you vote on it.
Okay.
It's-
Like 10 days before
Okay.
the meeting.
Yeah. And then at the next meeting, you can vote to adopt it. Or in the meantime, if you spot something you think is funky and you want to change, let me know and we'll do that.
I just want to say-
Yep. Yep. Well, I can send you a more, do you want me to like send you a copy of it without the signature page?
I just won't send the signature page.
Just do that. Okay.
So.
Do it. Put it in the register. Okay. All right. On to the next one. So this is the schedule. You asked me to kind of, she asked me to kind of redo the.
So we are going to adopt this, so I need to go ahead and put the thing.
I think we should. I think, what do you think?
I
I'll
agree.
put it up for a vote.
No, we can't really vote on it yet. Doesn't it have to be
Can we?
posted?
Well,
first?
I'm just asking because I'll post it if we are going to approve. I'll go ahead and put it in the paper, but I
What do you
want you
think?
guys to, you
What do you
know.
think, Rick?
it's the okay.
Yes. It's a shame you have to go to them extremes. I mean, people,
And this is a different one.
This is the fine and cost schedule for the court. So the problem we had for the last couple of months is the old fine schedule that Judge Johns uses down in Lawrenceburg City Court really only gives the court the power to enforce violations of chapter 70, 71, and 72. So like parking and ticketing violations. And then in parts of your code, technically where the officers could write an ordinance violation, where it gets to the penalties and fines part of it, it says, you know, the maximum fine is $2,500 for this offense. There's no set schedule. So the problem Judge Johns was running into was that if somebody was in court for violating one of your ordinances and it wasn't specifically one of your parking or traffic ordinances on the schedule, he didn't have a number to fine them. It was, well, I can fine you up to $2,500, which for some of these things is aggressive, like
Yeah, that's
unnecessary.
much.
Yeah.
This is going to be a basic fine.
This is a basic fine unless, so I wrote it so that unless an ordinance explicitly provides for a different penalty, like your dumping ordinance, which starts then,
Step up.
yeah. Then some of this language is actually for Judge John's clerk. It's just like their reminders, how to like pay you guys with the interlocal, how they need to put some of this stuff into their like Odyssey reports. And that's all in your old one. So the standard fine schedule is going to be a first offense, $50 fine plus the $135.50 court costs. So someone is paying $185.50 altogether. Your second offense is $100 plus court costs, so $235.50. And your third and beyond, you're at $200 plus the court costs, so you're at $335.50. If these numbers, if you think they're low or high or somewhere in between, now would be a great time to change them while we're doing this.
My question is, what happens to the 25 cap? Is that still there?
The $2,500 cap is there where it's explicitly listed in the ordinance. And in most of your ordinances, it is explicitly listed. The thing with the $2,500 cap is that's per violation per day. So for example, like the letter we sent to the Sumis, in theory, every day that they don't evict those people,
Right.
it's $2,500, and it builds up. Practically speaking, to enforce that, you've got to take them to court. You're going to spend some money doing that, and then enforcing that, you're going to need a lien if they don't pay it or take it seriously. So, I mean, me and Larry kind of talked about this a little bit before the meeting. If you guys want to have an executive session pending litigation and strategies for litigation, that's a reason you can have a closed executive session. And it might be getting to the point with the Sumis where that's something you should consider if we want to pull the trigger or not.
Has anybody spoke with them about the option of leasing it to the town of, that little strip to the town of West Harrison for $1 or something to give us authority over that?
What's,
Yeah.
That's good.
The piece where he's dumping, where all the homeless are.
Oh, well, she's not talking about Rusami.
No, that was an example, but that's something we could talk, we can offer that. I have not offered that. To be fair, I've basically said, hey, are you gonna evict them? And if not, we're gonna file.
I agree with you. We don't need the responsibility of trying to lease that 8 acres from him. But I'll tell you what,
Is that property in the town of West Harrison or is that in the county?
that's in West Harrison. That 8 acres down through there, that's West Harrison.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's West Harrison.
can't build one. Well, what?
Just Summy's property
Yeah.
is 878 Inhook,
It's what?
Inhook Road. 878 Inhook is their address.
That.
So that's not a part of West Harrison?
That's not, that's Dearborn County.
That's Dearborn County then.
If he would do a lease agreement for signs of down, then the town would be
I
responsible.
don't want the responsibility.
Yeah.
No, we don't want, and we want him to take care of evicting them people. We need him to come down, and I told him that in person. You need to come down, go back there on your property, and when you see anybody back there, you need to evict them.
Yeah.
Well, his comeback is, he owns all that farmland over there across Pinhook Road. He's afraid the homeless will set his barn on fire and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't go along with that.
I don't either.
That's what he told Amber McMillan as
Yeah.
well when I spoke to
Insurance.
her. Well, the reality is you're the closest township to the property. So if the county isn't doing it, you can do it. That's how this works. You have the authority to step in since you're the closest. The issue there is it worth it? Is it worth it to spend that much money on it?
Wow.
In other words, to take it to court.
Okay.
So what, we just let him,
No.
just let it go,
We make him do it.
Okay,
but he ain't doing that.
So I haven't heard back from Amber McMillan on it at all since our last meeting. I've reached out a couple of times. I can try again. I think your next step, though, is if we want to have a strategy meeting, you are entitled to have a closed doors executive session to really get into that.
with him and the health department and
You can do
I
it that
down.
way, or you can do it
See-
with me. You just want to sue them.
the health department and
Still.
them supposed to be involved with this at the very get-go
Yeah.
because of the contaminants going in the river down here.
So I have, Kyla sent me the letter that Joe Votas sent on behalf of the Dearborn County Health Department in January.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's been a while, and so I don't know if any other steps have been taken. Cause realistically, the health department's your best ally in that. If the county would take it on, they have a much larger budget than we do for that sort of thing. So we can give them all of our evidence and
Pictures and everything.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
he refused an inspection.
yes. Well, and
Because he didn't want anybody to see what mess it was back here.
well, yeah. And I could say some things that I won't say while we're being recorded, but Amber McMillan brought up, we were kind of discussing maybe doing like an open entry warrant where he would agree to let officers from maybe Dearborn County. Well, he can't even really agree to it. Sarah, his mom, is the one on paper that has to
Yeah,
agree.
he owns.
She is the authority. So Sarah would maybe agree, this is what me and Amber were spitballing, if they would let officers do regular patrols through there and just make it uncomfortable for people. Because the reality is there's people using, there's people doing all sorts of stuff back there. They shouldn't be probably.
But won't that have to be written up from
Yes.
him as a contract
It would have to be,
to the police to have permission to go down there and evict them?
so I would write it up as an agreement. Basically, he'd be giving the officers like an open door policy to go onto the property and patrol. The problem with that, when we last discussed it, is we don't have the police force to do that on our own. We need Dearborn County on board. And honestly, it saves you a lot of money. So maybe the next step is I reach out to Dearborn County Health Department and see what the follow-up plan is. Let them know we're still trying to pursue this and see if maybe they'll shoulder some of the burden, since it sounds like the majority of the property is Dearborn.
See, I wouldn't want to take that to court because that is going to cost a lot of money.
It's gonna cost money, and realistically, your best outcome is that if they won't clean it up, won't do anything with it, you're looking at getting a lien on the property. And then you've got to do more court to enforce the lien. Yeah.
Fine, then like flood came and so
Right.
we want to do entry warrant to be able to do like reports of the sites.
Well, you have to file for the actual violation to get the entry warrant. So we would need to prove there's a violation. Then we can go to circuit court and take our signed order from Judge Johns and show it to Judge Negengard and say, hey, there's been a violation, and he could give us the entry warrant to go on. So we can go ahead and do that, but that's what I'm saying. Basically, you're gonna pay me to do the complaint and go to court in front of Judge Johns, and then you'd pay me to do the entry warrant and take it to court again in front of Judge Negengard. Now, if Judge Johns rules in our favor, which he would, because this is a pretty clear violation, Judge Negengard would most likely rule in our favor as well. It's just, you need 2 court hearings to get the result that you want, really. So.
Well, will health department be involved helping us with that? See, he refused
supposed to be, yeah.
inspection. And I know why.
So
It's a mess back there.
the health department could have followed up on it again and done more, or done an entry warrant. And I'm not sure like what happened that they didn't. Maybe they didn't have the necessary evidence, but Jason's gotten me plenty of evidence since he's been out on the property a couple of times. So, and he typed up like an affidavit.
That's the right idea. If they patrol it, don't leave.
Well, the concern is like, we can put all this money in it, get these people out, and then what's to stop them from coming back?
With all these complaints,
Yes.
do we need to go get the entry warrant? Or would the Board of Health go get the entry warrant so they can go in?
That's what I'm wondering.
Town.
I wasn't sure, I told him.
Go to do it. Okay.
Yeah. Doug Jason. Yeah. And his letter.
Yeah, I've got his letter, and then Jason has more recent pictures.
Yeah.
We have the stuff to do it, but we're gonna have to file a complaint first in city court to get an entry warrant, and then I've got to file that judgment in circuit to
And
get
the health
Negengard to
department
sign
said
it.
my complaint that I filed.
Yeah, and the health department, I'll talk to him. I'll see like what the,
City of Harrison. On that 52 is where the complaints are.
yeah,
The city of Harrison is probably where they were.
yeah.
And since they clean them up, they have 2 officers that go once a week and check. And it's a routine for.
That's what I'm saying. Once you got them cleared out, if it's being patrolled, they ain't coming back.
Well, and that's
Okay.
what, if we're gonna do that, and I think you should in the long run, that's the only way you're gonna keep people out of there.
That's the city of Harrison.
Yeah. No, you're gonna need Dearborn County on your team basically.
Okay.
You can't, I mean, he can't do that multiple times a day, I would think. Okay. So,
So we're gonna have to file a complaint, file a complaint.
Get it, each get it.
complaint in city court.
Will you guys go along with that?
Yep.
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 Okay, I'll get on that.
And then added on to that complaint, he needs to inspect his own property, or if he doesn't want to, some of our police can do it, but Dearborn County Police can come up and police it,
Yep.
and he'll have to agree to that to give them the right to evict them people out of there, I would think.
I don't know why he hasn't already, unless he's doing something he shouldn't be doing.
I think he started doing some cleanup, didn't he, Jason?
Yeah.
He told a couple people that I know that he don't care about it.
Now,
Well, clearly not, but so I want to take us back to this fine and cost schedule. Does this look okay? It's not much different from what you did have.
okay to me. How about you, Rick? Look okay to you?
Yep.
Paul?
Okay, I just want to provide Judge Johns with an updated schedule because he's been asking for one. So that's good to go. And then we also would want to, you want to post your fine and cost schedule on the website or wherever so that people that go to,
He did that.
yeah, when they get a violation, they can see. Okay. All right. Okay. So we've got the dumping ordinance we're gonna publish. We've gone over the fine schedule. You guys are okay with that? I'm gonna start, well, I really just need to finish the complaint and add Jason's affidavit for the Sumi property. And we're gonna file that in city court to get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
Is this the way you wanted to be published?
Yes, unless you,
This?
unless
I don't know, that's why.
I just formatted it the way the old one was.
It looks
I
good
just
to me.
added different language.
Yeah.
Tells them enough information.
And then at the bottom, it tells them the procedure. So for any ordinance violation, you can admit the violation and pay the scheduled fine and cost within 10 days to the Lawrenceburg City Court Clerk, or you can deny it in writing and request a hearing, or do nothing, and then it's automatically set for a hearing, and I go and argue with them.
So you want me to, this will go on our site?
Yeah,
correct? Okay.
yep,
And then this first one gets, I gotta send it, get it put in paper.
that's gotta get.
And just put on the website.
Yeah.
And then, so you guys do not think that we need to have a meeting, a closed door meeting to discuss the Sumi litigation? You just want me to send you the complaint and get it going?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, and then I need to draft the driveway ordinance based on Kyla's draft
Yeah.
and get Larry an addendum to the attorney fee agreement, correct? Okay.
Correct.
Do you have anything else?
No?
I did not find a survey of the 211, what is it? 211 West Harrison? The Brogle property. 211 West Harrison Avenue, William Brogle, that's the one with the walnut tree. Yeah, we had talked at the last meeting about me finding a survey. I haven't found anything recorded, which tells me there's probably a paper copy somewhere in the courthouse basement. You have one? That might be the most recent one.
Look at, well, and it shows the property line, the way it splits. It's not actually in the middle of the street. It's actually about a car width from, that side of the street. It's about a car's width, that's the line. And then from that line to the gutter on this side, that area there back belongs to Sumi. We own from about the car's width that way.
Okay,
So the
And it
walnut,
shows 20 feet at the back by the river edge. And it shows 110 feet deep. But you know, as the river changes, that distance is gonna grow and
Yeah,
grow
Yeah.
as it moves a little. So it's kind of a split deal. We might own a couple of the trees and they own a bunch of them. And I don't know. I mean,
I'm
you would
thinking,
know more about the legality of it. I think.
I'm
it's-
thinking we need to trim the walnut trees and some of those ones that are hanging down real low.
He's saying that from Sumi's property.
Well, maintenance
For
for,
sure, I don't.
See, that's not
Yeah.
our property.
yeah, any limbs that are attached to a tree that is on an individual private property owner's property is their problem and their liability.
Yeah.
Now, if that tree falls into like a public roadway or something we own, then yeah, then that's our problem to deal with the cleanup. Maybe, there's some argument there.
I mean, 'cause I know like my house, when those got, or the ones next door to me
Yeah,
in the storms got blew and hit my house and tore it up. My homeowners had to pay for it.
Take care of it.
They did, mine did.
yeah,
And that's usually, from what I've seen, that's usually the way most of it always
Yeah.
is pretty well. With storms and act of God, and all that kind of stuff.
yep, act of God.
Unless you actually
It's
went and cut
considered.
the tree and dropped it on their house.
Yes,
But
unless
do
you.
we know for sure that those walnut trees belong to Mr. Summey?
The only way you're gonna know for sure, in my opinion, is to have a survey.
Have it surveyed.
I have drawings that pretty kind of give you a really good idea. But you need someone to put stakes in the ground to know.
I think we need
really
to
is-
call a surveyor and have it surveyed.
What's it gonna cost? $500-$700 to have a survey?
I don't know, but it needs to be done.
Let's get it, let's
We need to get it done.
Instead, you have a draft of it and it is what
bring
it
it up all
is.
second.
Yeah, that's up to you guys. But yeah, I couldn't find anything more recent. If you have the 1999, I don't think they've done anything since then, as far as the survey goes.
No,
These were actually that they printed out, someone had printed.
Seeing the thing with that, what he's got on that map I was looking at is different than what the survey beacon is showing.
Okay,
So it needs to be surveyed.
yeah, the county surveyor might. All right,
well, let's put it up for a vote. Do we survey it?
Yes.
Paul, do we survey it?
Yes.
Okay,
okay,
I got
Sell it.
I got a surveyor I could call, have him come up.
well, do you need anything else from me? I think I've got my to-do list.
You could use the county too and survey. I don't know what the difference is. but-
get multiple quotes.
Seems more official, but county surveyor does it. to me.
Is it Archie? Who am I thinking of? Land Consultants, that's who I'm thinking of. Yeah, I've
Can
worked
you
with
give
them.
me the number and
Yeah.
okay. And put that on our office text, the number and stuff for the survey, county surveyor. Yeah, email it to me on the office.
Guess that's
Send
it.
the information.
They gonna be a lot slower down than a personal surveyor. Girls know.
I don't know.
I don't know if. Well, at least if the county comes in and does it, they'll have a recording of it too.
I would think so.
Right, that makes it more official.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and do this, so.
We're done, haven't we?
Well, we're done.
Right.
I make a motion to dismiss. Huh?
Dismiss them, we have things.
Oh, I know that. I'm dismissing everybody out here so they can go home.
Gonna get writer's cramp.
I know that.
All right. Now, first one we got here for you guys is fine. Okay,
Thank you.
this.
Thank
all
you.
right. This is our ordinance and resolution for our budget. You guys got us check A, nay, or abstain and sign your John Henry's
Okay.
second page. The numbers are all coming from, I sent you guys the sheet of the budget that I actually. These are what's gonna be filed. They're already signed and ready to go. I just can't file them if you guys sign.
Okay.
Say yes.
Did I give you that sign-in sheet? I don't think I did. I'll sign this other stuff. I'll give it to you before the meeting is over.
Is that house across the street to be very nice?
Mine,
That
it's
yellow one?
fair. It's nice now, but it's not.
What are you asking?
It's already sold.
Huh?
They've already had people put money down on it within the first week.
Is that one that he owns?
No. A guy,
Looked like somebody rehabbed it or something.
Dustin, can't remember what his last name was. Dustin, wife, they had two little kids. And they bought a house out here somewhere.
So Mary bought that thing, didn't
Yeah, within the first week, they had paper signed, just fixing up little things that they wanted fixed up. That's that. Okay. This one here, this is a resolution to give Jason his dollar an hour. You guys gotta sign.
Uh, 9/8. 9/8. I had to look. I had to look myself what the date was. I'm retired. What's going on? I'm the same way, Rick.
After the meeting notes for this.
There's many days I get up, sit on the end of the bed and sit there and think, what the hell day is it?
Well, she miles door to help you.
So, fiction.
She gets someone there. More of it than.
Summarize. I do. Days. You said,
All right.
I never. I know you talk to a lot of people. I'm never going to. So.
I don't know if you noticed, I always use my middle initial because I have a half brother that's got the same name.
I use mine too.
I got him.
I don't, because my dad's dead. His
Sorry.
initials are the same as mine.
He's a stepbrother, but he's got the exact same name.
My son.
Me and my dad's got the exact same thing, but he did.
No.
That's the payrolls.
Now Midwest repaired a camera
I.
down there. Did you get that? And Jason bought a $70 cocaine test kit.
Sign, you'll be signing them here.
Okay.
Body shop got that nice old Jag with, got the long nose on it. It's like
63.
smack right in right there. Camera, that's a right somewhere right there. He told me. Wow, somebody.
That's nice going too. He's had that for years and years.
Well, this ain't first time saying.
Yeah, I guess he had it in there getting ready to paint when I had my 2002 truck painted down there. Yeah, he's painted a couple of vehicles now.
You sit down and watch him. We'll sit there and watch him drive around on that lot. Started scaring me. When I had my pickup truck, they hit it twice. I've got a trailer park there. They did that once. And it's way out in their parking lot. I mean, it's. Energy. Plumbing. You got 3 big entities, don't you?
4 actually. One, we end up having one for here, for garage, and in the summer, we have something for the, like, some of those bathrooms. and the three houses. Gas bill, we have 3. Those two here, we only have 2.
So that's an actual elevator?
Yeah. I have to get it inspected, I gotta get that, soon I gotta call them and have that. Yeah.
Is it correct? And you before?
No, but we have to have it or we have a ramp. We have to-
Nice.
Yeah.
For handicapped.
We looked a couple years ago about putting a ramp in and all that stuff, but it was just such a big endeavor to do.
A lot of money.
And we don't use it, so we figured we just pay the fee that we pay for the elevator.
Right.
It's only a couple $100 a year.
That's
to
all
get
free
it
there.
inspected and
Yeah.
This is the one for North Aldridge and Shelby. The check actually.
Oh.
Shelby, but I wrote it. And she's gonna give me paper from them,
Is she?
one way or the other. I either need
Yeah,
something.
you need some.
Miller, tell me
Okay.
it's okay, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? I know what you mean too. Sure do. Nope.
Issues, so,
Yeah.
Right.
No.
Well, yeah, without that being finalized.
yeah, she's either got it in the pillar walls
Right.
paper or give me a signed affidavit from them that it's okay.
I agree.
Yeah, because it looks shady.
Yeah.
It does.
And plus, if something comes up, I want the law group representing us, not.
Yeah.
Look out.
Because
I agree.
The way it's written now, it is pillar wall.
Right.
Yeah.
So one way or the other, she gotta give me what I need. This is Jason's one. That's whatever you want to call it. Them things are cheap for what they are.
Yeah.
No,
How many?
I thought they did, it's like 10 complete sets. It's
That's what I was gonna ask.
like 4 or 5 groups of different.
Okay, so he gets a pack on.
Yeah, it's a whole.
That's not.
Yeah, and I've actually been looking at the ones like you guys talked about for putting the cameras up. There might be, I was looking at some of the, get a grant or whatever, but it might be possible to do that. Since, you know, the government and all the different issues we've had with
Oh,
all
Trump's,
this stuff happening.
Trump's, yeah, they're all done
It's
home for
possible
police.
that we might even do it. I'm gonna set a thing to find out.
I was thinking,
But didn't Nicole say when she was out here a couple of months ago that all grants are stopped in
That-
2025?
That's for park grants.
That's
Part of them?
No,
that's
that's
for
part.
parks.
The parks,
For
the
the
park.
parks, that has nothing to do with
Okay.
law enforcement.
No.
And these cameras, like Paul thinks that they'll help with identifying people and all that.
Yeah.
stuff.
I followed stuff on the internet. They pick up all, they catch all kinds of people from
It
them
might
cameras.
be to our, you know, at least you have something on video if something does happen. You may have something to catch and it might be possible, you know.
Yep.
So I'm gonna look into it with kind of at that way.
Well, even if we
Of
only
being
have,
public protection, you
Well-
know.
if we have one, he said Harrison will let us tie in with theirs.
Yeah.
So that gives us the whole,
Well, and Paul said they're
Shebang.
good enough. He's got them at work where he works. He said you can make out a,
if we got
To
one,
me,
uh,
at most,
license plate number.
one at that end,
Right.
at this end.
You
but I'm
could
just saying,
put your
if we
license
just
plate
had
numbers
something
in it,
that
it'll
we
do it
tie with
for you.
us, then the whole area is covered.
Really?
And Harrison.
I see, that's great.
So if he's looking for somebody that has a warrant and he has a license plate,
That's up to.
it'll feed back to his computer when you're
Right.
saying so-and-so. just
But if he
goes-
follow on the.
Just looking into
Man,
it.
that's great. We need to get a grant to get.
It's expensive.
Big time dangerous people with these cameras.
Oh, I know, and it's expensive and
Well,
with with
$3,000 a year is a lot of money.
the drugs and all the different problems around, it might not be a bad idea.
But you're right, Trump and the administration, everybody, they all go.
We may get a better chance of getting.
I would think so, yeah.
We'll keep looking. Try to figure something out.
Now, I've been calling around trying to get somebody to clear our snow. And nobody calls me back. Nobody.
These people are doing.
Paul called them. I called the guy. He said, I sent all that information, the estimate to Paul on his email. He didn't.
Right.
I called him. Jeff Caudell is his name, and that's, what's his group, can't think of it anyway, but he don't want to do it. And,
Has anybody talked with that contractor down there?
Jason did for us, and they would do it if they haven't had all the extra stuff they had to clear. They don't want to do it. It's just too much for them. So, I called another guy. He's
He's a relative on the council. Might talk to him.
talked to him.
I think we just need to put a plow on that big silver water down on the corner, you know.
Who's got a silver?
He's got a GMC. It's the same thing. Put a plow on it, can we?
Hey, you guys want to play to put a plow on that thing? I will freaking do it.
That's cheap, that's a cheap way out.
I was gonna say that might be doable.
Well, if I can't find anybody, I guess I'm gonna have to go to Southwest Paving, get on my hands and knees and beg the guy to do it.
There's got to be somebody
What
out
about
there that can do
rehab,
it.
landscaping that did it that once?
I need to call Rick.
You know, the feller that from rehab,
Yeah.
because maybe he'll do it. But it-
Right Four Seasons, have they contacted them?
No, I haven't
Yeah,
contacted
'cause a
them.
lot of your landscapers do that crap.
I know they do, and I've called landscapers.
Right Four Seasons does my mom's whole condo complex on top of the hill. They do a pretty damn good job. They shovel the driveway, the sidewalks, everything.
What about the company that did the mulch for us? I can't remember what the name of that.
What's their
company is.
name? If you want, do you have their name written down someplace and a phone number?
I've got.
I was gonna say, our
Bill
bill,
paid, I can look it up.
I'll call them. Because right now is the time, I was just thinking the other day, hey, man,
It ain't that far off.
it ain't that far off, Rick.
Well, if you're thinking like I am, it's awful early for this cool weather we've had already, and I'm wondering.
I agree.
Farmer's Almanac might not just nail it this year. So,
You're right.
cause I mean, look at Labor Day weekend, usually there's your rains out.
I know.
It's gorgeous.
It was.
I've had my windows open for a week and a half.
Yeah.
that's what we were saying this past weekend, like, my nephew and I were hanging out at our camp and, we were talking about our boats, like when we're gonna winterize them, and he's like, yeah, maybe we should start thinking about winterizing the boat here in the next few weeks, and I'm like, last year, I was out on the river in November,
Yeah.
watching the Bengals game from the river.
Yeah.
It's really. Damn.
Chad.
And they're talking,
Grab this and.
they're talking no rain. They're talking no rain all this week, or maybe Sunday.
Are we done here now?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
speaking of which,
We're done.
During the
not that
meeting.
we have to like reserve it or anything like that, just so you guys know, my sister, sister-in-law. We're having a 50th birthday party at the park for her on Saturday, just so you guys know.
Well, Danny always told me that we'd have to have a committee to reserve a spot. The best thing to do is you let me know when they're all gonna come in.
And he'll stand at the gate and growl at people.
I'll make sure it's locked up.
It's
You got a
not-
key, don't you?
He-
I'll lock it up.
It's,
Text me and I'll lock that baby up and then
yeah, it's like at, I think.
Yeah.
3 o'clock.
we're done. Let's adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Agreed, third.
Third.
We're out.
We're out.
I think it's 3 o'clock on Saturday. I'll let you know for sure, but I think it's.
And then if anybody Hey,
You?
Let's vote.
Saturday morning, I
Jason,
open it
I
up.
hate to ask you,